r/relationships. Freakaferrari1 says, my 24 male boyfriend said I 22 female need to put more effort into my appearance. To clarify, my boyfriend is a nice and caring man. Has never been abusive or manipulative towards me whatsoever. But today he brought up how he wants me to put more effort into my appearance, in other words try harder for him. He claims that I should try to wear more makeup, do my hair and wear cute clothes for him. He also said that I should embrace my feminine side more. I have no issue wearing a cute dress, skirt or even heels. But overall I'd say I'm more tomboyish. I like wearing comfy clothes and no makeup. Of course when we go out on dates I try to look nice and do my makeup, but if we are just chilling at home why would I need to? I need some clarity in this situation, because I don't want to take what he said the wrong way but something isn't sitting right. Maybe it offended me a little, because I do feel like I put in effort when I feel necessary. Too long, didn't read. My boyfriend said I need to put more effort into my appearance and be more feminine. Superdate68 says, better do what he asks or he's going to find someone else who will. Whatever Formison says, listen, you're only getting a feminist point of view here. I'd say the vast majority of men feel the exact same way your BF does. But if he's a feminist he will feel like it's wrong to say anything to you, so he'll just end up breaking up with you and say it's not you it's me. That kind of person will never explain himself, because look at all the comments here. Everyone is telling you your BF is in the wrong for wanting you to be feminine. But guess what? You cannot logic your way out of desire. Your BF is telling you what to do to make him desire you. Now with that said, you should take advantage of this opportunity to tell him what he should do to make you desire him more. I'm sure there's some minor or not so minor issues that you wish were better resolved in an ideal world. Is he doing that? If not, bring it up and say if he does such and such you will do what he wants in terms of dressing up more. Excellent _mango 7377 says, thus thread is great material on how to ditch a girl. Nothing wrong if I want my family to be their very best version of themselves as often as possible. Whether it's appearance, personal hygiene, health, eating habits, the company they keep, educational qualifications, sports participation and so on. Of course, it's my opinion on what's best, and my wife and children should have full freedom to not agree to what I say. I should also be open to their opinions. It's often not what is said, it's how it's said and how often it's said. Not every guy is a manipulative freak either, where they want to control the color of your panties. More often, the opposite is more true. Women wish their man noticed how much effort they spend on looking good, not necessarily just for their man, but also for themselves. Fit _dear 4074 says, I think he's just being honest. I would also be a little upset, but I guess I'd be more upset if he just kept this to himself instead of openly sharing. Maybe he loves you in a lot of ways and that's just one preference thing he wanted to share. Okay Brief 5614 says, y'all are too much. My BF told me I needed to lose weight. And I agreed with him. He then explained he doesn't want me getting diabetes and to see me struggling moving around because I have had issues lately. He then proceeded to helping me work out and go walking with our son together. I didn't get mad because he is communicating with me. He cares for my health, our relationship and wants to remain physically attracted to me. Being physically attracted to your partner is important. Love above all is bullshit. Relationships need maintenance and work from both partners. He doesn't like to go out, but if I want to we go and do something. He wants me to get a haircut, I go get one. Why? Because he is tired of seeing me struggle with it. You don't have to have long hair. If it gives you headaches, or you struggle to keep it tamed, do what you want with it, but make it easier for yourself. I'm a caregiver and neglect myself a lot. He steps in and helps me put me first when needed. So, try to truly gauge what he is communicating, if he is showing his preference, is trying to manipulate, or whatever it is. r/relationships. Possible_droid says. Told my 31 female best friend 34 male I had feelings for him and got rejected. I have been best friends with a man for about 7 or 8 years. Our relationship has always been flirty and a lot of the signals I have received from him have been mixed since the friendship began. 2 to 3 years ago, I realized I had developed feelings for him, but never said anything because I didn't want to risk the friendship and I wasn't confident enough to ask. In the last 6 months, his behavior changed in a way that I was more sure the feelings might be reciprocated. More touching, attention, and communication in general. About 3 weeks ago, I decided to tell him that I had feelings for him, and he rejected me. I was pretty surprised, and I have been struggling some since then. My feelings were/are pretty strong and the rejection has been painful. I fully respect his no, and would like to move past this. I don't want to lose my best friend, but I don't know how to navigate this. Does anyone have advice on how I can let this go, move on, and go back to being a good friend? Too long, didn't read, told my best friend I had feelings for him and got rejected. How do I move on? Blood the Sarcanist says. This happened to me. After I was rejected I still wanted to continue the friendship and it's still really great, but since my friend is touchy, I had to set the boundary of not being so touchy with me, since that was a signal to me that he was into me. Him saying no and us having that conversation helped me set boundaries with myself for my feelings too so that the friendship went back to normal, but less touchy, pretty quickly. Throwaway 1025 DJ says. Good for you on going after what you wanted. Give yourself space to heal. You don't owe him anything, just like he didn't owe you reciprocating feelings. Me, personally have too much ego to maintain the relationship, but if you want him in your life you will have to get over it eventually. There is no right or wrong path. You have to make sure you are okay first and foremost. Alias Alt says. You need to take some time off and feel out what not being friends is like. Gratitude for what you have is the antidote to jealousy for what you don't, but you're not going to be able to feel that unless you sit with that loss for a while. Mech1up_4 says. Listen. Figure it out soon, because you're in love with your best friend, and that's not a thing. How are you Nadil when he gets a girl? Take some steps. Isolated Constructs says. Bro got tired of the friend zone, finally moved on and now you express interest a little too late. You're both adults. Talk to him, not Reddit. Opening_track_1227 says. As the song goes, everybody plays the fool, sometime. You let this go and move on by removing him from your life, ending the friendship, blocking his number, blocking him from social media or etc, and let time heal your wound. You will come through this. It sucks right now, and the hurt is going to take some time to heal. Sweddle says. So, this would have been much easier if you hadn't harbored feelings for a friend for 8 years. I would be so pissed if I found out a friend of mine had feelings for me that long and didn't tell me. Because it means that if you are rejected, you don't have a normal friendship to fall back on. You've always had feelings for him. You waited so long and built it up in your head. It's not a small thing to brush off. If you'd asked as soon as you'd realized you had feelings, it would have been much easier to move past. Or if the friendship ended, it wouldn't be a nearly decade-long friendship. You navigate it by going back to normal. You move past it by acknowledging that you were attached to an idea that was never a reality and that you chose to nurture that idea for years and years. It will take a long time to let go of it. I have been on the receiving end of friends admitting that they have had feelings for me for years. It has made me so angry. I was interacting in good faith, that we were friends and everything was platonic and they had been viewing me this other way for years. Telling them no was a huge thing for them to get over, but it had always been no. It would always be no. If they'd just told me in the beginning, I could have saved them so much heartache. If I do try to have a relationship with them, they are years into being mentally attached to me, and there isn't really much casual dating to do. If you're going to have feelings for someone and not tell them, you need to either never tell them or tell them right away. Telling them after years and years of feeling that way is not fair or kind, or how you treat a friend. Frequent Fact 143 says, it sounds like you want a relationship. You probably want to be married and have kids. It isn't going to happen with this guy. You are putting way too much energy into him that you are essentially shutting the door on others. Do you really think you can be eternal best friends with this guy? You are holding yourself back for him. You should have asked him out 6 or 7 years ago. Figure out what you really want in life and work towards it. My guess is that, although you like this guy, your ultimate goal only includes him tangentially at best. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.